But like, once you kind of disrespect me in a way that I don't give a fuck. Once you disrespect me, all the floodgates are open. And I felt like that DM was.
The tension between Keyshawn Davis and Gervonta Davis has been simmering for a while, and it has finally reached a boiling point.
But I had already made my post on Facebook, and I wasn't going back on what I had said because at the end of the day, I still want to fight you.
The boxing world was abuzz after Keyshawn Davis unleashed a barrage of insults at Gervonta Tank Davis in a recent Fight Hub TV interview, leading to a brief but intense 10-second brawl. When asked about his future opponents after his upcoming fight, Keyshawn didn't hold back when Tank's name was mentioned. "I would prefer Tank. Davis is the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank," Keyshawn declared confidently. "I would knock Tank's little ass out. Tank is a great fighter, hats off to him, but I know who I am. That little short MF can't touch me, and I'm coming with the same energy he's coming with. And he knows that." The fiery exchange has only heightened the anticipation for a potential showdown between these two fighters.
Like the Tank, Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Keyshawn's fiery comments continued as he took aim at Tank's camp, specifically targeting Tank's coach, Kenny Ellis. "Kenny always has a lot to say, telling me to fight the guy from Cuba. No, I'm fighting Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I'm calling out your guy. What the hell are you talking about, boy? Don't play with me, bro. You all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you want to fight, send me a contract."
Power, he got the skill, the ability, he's patient, you know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short.
The boxing world was abuzz when Keyshawn Davis didn't hold back his words about Gervonta Tank Davis in a recent interview with Fight Hub TV. His comments were so provocative that the two fighters ended up in a brief brawl during a charity event in Baltimore. Both were present for different reasons. Keyshawn to promote an upcoming fight, and Tank as a guest appearance. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation as everyone knew the two fighters were in the building. Keyshawn was asked about his future opponents after his next scheduled fight. When Tank's name came up, Keyshawn didn't mince words. "I would prefer Tank. Davis is the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis," he declared confidently. "I would knock Tank's little ass out. Tank is a great fighter, hats off to him, but I know who I am. That little short motherfucker can't touch me, and I'm coming with the same energy he's coming with, and he knows that." Keyshawn's fiery comments continued as he criticized Tank's camp, specifically targeting Tank's coach, Kenny Ellis. "Kenny always has a lot to say, telling me to fight the guy from Cuba. No, I'm fighting Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I'm calling out your guy. What the hell are you talking about, boy? Don't play with me, bro. You all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you want to fight, send me a contract." The tension between Keyshawn and Tank reached a boiling point at the charity event. As Tank, surrounded by his entourage, made his way toward Keyshawn, who was talking to fans and signing autographs, the crowd sensed something was about to happen. Quickly, they gathered around with their phones, ready to capture the moment. "If you want to fight, send me a contract, bro. You Tank, you know you have a lot to say," Tank growled as he approached Keyshawn. The tension was evident as the two fighters stood face to face, neither backing down nor missing a beat. "I said what I said. You want to do something about it. Now I'm coming with that same energy he's coming with, and he knows that," Keyshawn retorted. Keyshawn's comments follow a pattern of tough talk. He is no stranger to the spotlight as the number 3 WBC ranked fighter, boasting an impressive record of 10-0 with 7 knockouts. Despite this, he feels overlooked, particularly by Tank Davis. Keyshawn believes that a fight with Tank would not only elevate his status, but also provide the ultimate test of his skills. "I'm fighting Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fighter. What the hell are you talking about, boy? Don't play with me, bro. You know how I'm coming. I feel like I got the whole package. I'm bigger, I'm younger, I'm just as fast, and I'm strong, Keyshawn said in an interview with the Shanzel YouTube channel. This confidence is backed by his recent performances in the ring. But he knows that to truly earn his place, he must face and defeat top-tier opponents. One of the main sources of Keyshawn's frustration is Tank's silence when discussing potential opponents for his next fight in November. Tank did not mention Keyshawn's name. This omission stings for Keyshawn, who feels he has proven himself worthy of consideration. Tank's silence is seen as a slight, fueling Keyshawn's determination to force a confrontation. Despite his impressive record, Keyshawn's lack of experience in the pro ranks is a significant challenge to being considered a viable contender for Tank or any top fighter at 135 or 140 libs. He needs more high-profile fights under his belt. This is a common issue for fighters transitioning from amateur to professional status, and Keyshawn is no exception. A critical part of his journey involves avenging his past losses, particularly against Andy Cruz in the amateurs. You all say go fight the guy from Cuba. I'm fighting Tank. I'm not interested in anyone else, Keyshawn asserted. His loss to Cruz in the amateurs is a sore spot, and avenging it would solidify his readiness for higher-level competition. Andy Cruz, promoted by Eddie Hearn, has expressed interest in a rematch. However, Keyshawn has yet to accept this challenge, which some see as reluctance to face tough competition. For Keyshawn to be taken seriously by Tank and other top contenders, he must demonstrate his readiness through tougher fights. His victory over 35-year-old Jose Pedraza in February, though impressive, was considered a step down in competition. Keyshawn's previous bout against Nahir Albright, originally a narrow majority decision win, was ruled a no contest due to a positive substance test. In that fight, Keyshawn struggled, getting hurt and outpunched in the later rounds. This performance raised questions about his ability to handle high-pressure styles similar to what he faced against Andy Cruz. Despite these setbacks, Keyshawn remains vocal about his desire to fight Tank. "I don't give a fuck. I still want to fight you. I feel like when it comes down to me and him, this is the best matchup that you can get in the 135 pounds division," he said. Keyshawn is confident that a single fight against notable opponents like Teofimo Lopez or Dennis Berwick would be enough to prove his readiness for Tank. Reflecting on his training experiences, Keyshawn said, "I got a chance to work with Gervonta out here. It was great. This time around, we're older, and there's more skill involved. Let's see how it goes this time." Keyshawn's call-out is more than just a challenge. It's a declaration of intent. "I still want to fight you. We got a little bit of history. We are going to fight whenever you want to make it happen," he stated, making it clear that he is ready and willing to step into the ring with Tank at any time. "I feel like Tank is testing me, testing my skin, in a way where I always had to stay sharp, watch out for his power, and be real defensive because I'm not really a defensive fighter," Keyshawn admitted. For Keyshawn Davis, the path to a fight with Gervonta "Tank" Davis is lined with challenges and opportunities. His journey requires not only vocal assertions but also concrete actions in the ring to gain the respect and recognition he seeks. Keyshawn must continue to step up his competition, proving himself against increasingly tougher opponents. One potential milestone on Keyshawn Davis's journey is a highly anticipated rematch with Andy Cruz. Avenging his amateur losses to Cruz would be a profound statement, underscoring his development and readiness to tackle more significant challenges in the sport. This rematch would not only allow Keyshawn to settle the score, but also to demonstrate his evolution as a fighter. Eddie Hearn's interest in promoting this bout enhances its credibility and visibility, potentially boosting Keyshawn's profile on a global scale. With Hearn's backing, the fight could attract substantial media attention and fan interest, making it a prime opportunity for Keyshawn to showcase his skills on a bigger stage. "I learned a lot from sparring Tank. Shout out to Tank. What's that like in the ring? It's kind of like you said before, You get hit and you think, what is this going to feel like? Once you get popped, it's like, okay, now I know how I take it. Keyshawn explained, considering the stakes and the chance to redefine his narrative. Keyshawn must seriously contemplate the psychological aspects of boxing. His vocal confidence plays a crucial role. By publicly challenging Tank and expressing his readiness, Keyshawn is not only promoting himself but also attempting to get into Tank's head. Tank's previous silence could have been a strategic move, allowing Keyshawn to build up his profile and experience before stepping into the ring with him. Alternatively, it could indicate a lack of interest or respect, which only fuels Keyshawn's desire to prove himself. Please show your support by subscribing to this channel so you never miss any update in future.